QT is ending, and the last time we saw this happening, Bitcoin exploded towards the upside. And guess what? Right now it is happening once again for Bitcoin. If we look at the Bitcoin Bitfinex longs ratio, we can see that we are at a major resistance level, and every single time Bitcoin tapped this resistance line, or the longs tapped this resistance line, Bitcoin exploded towards the upside approximately 60%. And a really important thing to keep in mind is if you look at the MACD on the monthly time frame, we are seeing a confirmed dead cross. And the last time we saw that happening, we dumped 62% towards the downside. So do we need to worry, or is this a fake signal? We have been perfectly dropping into our green zone. I've been talking long about in this YouTube channel over that I am trading this move, and right now I'm in a position that is $1,300 in a profit. I shared this whole position live in my daily updates videos, so that is why it's so important to watch those daily update video. Liquidity has been taken out perfectly as predicted, of course, and we will dive into that and way more in today's video. But first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. I will keep you posted over on X here. And of course, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Like this daily update video if you love those updates. And please make sure to join my free Telegram link right over here to never miss a setup once again. Then let's dive right away into the chart for now, because what we can see here is QT ended in 2019 on 9 September. And that is where this VLCL chart started to grow towards the upside. So it is the Federal Reserve assets, and that pumped towards the upside. Right now we are seeing that the QT is ending once again, and this was a massive signal for Bitcoin. If you look at when the last QT ended to the point we are at right now, we pumped 1200%, and where we are standing right now, we pumped 900%, which is massive. And right now we are seeing that same signal coming in again for Bitcoin, and I really think over the past of coming few years here, we will see a massive move coming in for Bitcoin. And this is a really important chart, because I think that with this chart, and we have seen it in the past, this is a major sign that Bitcoin could rally heavily towards the upside here. We have seen it in the past, so there is no reason to expect other things right now for Bitcoin. Also, if you look at the Bitcoin Bitfinex longs, we can see is that this red line right over here is pretty hard resistance. And every single time we saw this resistance getting tapped, the Bitcoin Bitfinex longs drop towards the downside. But this is a good thing, because when the longs are dropping, that means that Bitcoin is pumping towards the upside and people are selling their positions. But that means that Bitcoin is pumping. And when we saw this drop on this resistance getting in here earlier in the history, we can see that we pumped 70% on Bitcoin. We pumped 65% on Bitcoin. And right now I'm expecting a probably 60% rally for Bitcoin. This setup has been playing out 3 times in the past and in the history of the last few years. And right now we are seeing that exact move coming in once again, and I am expecting a massive move for Bitcoin here regarding this chart. But a really important thing to keep in mind is if we look at the monthly time frame and we pull the SMAs on the MACD, we can see that we are confirming right now a dead cross. And this is something we have seen in the past before on Bitcoin. And when we saw that happening, the bear market started. We dropped 62% towards the downside on Bitcoin, and we saw a major rally down getting started. Right now we are seeing that dead cross once again, and we have been seeing a little bit downside right over here, but I think if this chart continues to go down, these lines go further down towards the downside, not get reversed and get power in the momentum right here, we will probably see some more momentum towards the downside getting created right over here. And this is really something you want to keep in mind as well, because this is not the most bullish sign you can see on Bitcoin, of course. Then we have been talking about those lines earlier in these videos, literally for days, and there was another trade right over here. We have been talking about this chart a lot, literally for days in my update videos. This red line chart above here, this red dot, I said we can break it towards the upside. If we see so, we can long it on the retest. That is not what happened. I said if we reject it, we can see a sharp move towards the downside. That is exactly what happened to Bitcoin. And the most beautiful thing about this is if you look at my past videos, you can literally see I have been calling this move towards the downside. Then of course, I put my limit order right over here. I've been stopped out on that one, to be really honest, but right now the second order is filled, and like I said, there was liquidity stacked below, so I was thinking about this move towards the upside. And the most beautiful thing about trading is I all shared this live for you, but right now I'm $1,300 in profit, and you can say, of course, yeah, Thijs, you are getting stopped out of this trade. Yeah, but the most beautiful thing about trading is with this trade I have opened up right now, I already made back this loss. So if we pump further towards the upside, I've made back this loss and I am making money. And that's exactly what I was talking about in previous videos, because you can say, and you can literally watch previous videos, these boxes were literally on my chart for 5 days in a row. I've been warning you about the setup for 5 videos in a row. If you didn't follow me, then it is your own fault. Do not be profitable. And this is your sign to literally subscribe over on my YouTube channel to never miss a daily update video again, because I'm literally sharing those setups live, and if you follow me, you could take them by yourself. And of course, if you take those trades by yourself, please make sure to do it over on WeX. I'm giving you the setups. The only thing you need to do is trade them over on WeX. You will have the best trading circumstances possible, and you will make a lot of money if you do those 2 things. And of course, subscribe over on my YouTube channel to never miss something ever again. Also, I've been calling this move perfectly, because we have been talking about the liquidity that was stacked on the top side on Bitcoin. I said it is a very high probability to take it out. We saw it getting taken out. Then we are creating liquidity on the lower side. We took that out as well. And what I said is there was very much liquidity stacked below this low. We need to take that out. Look exactly what we have been doing. We exactly took out that liquidity right over here. I get filled in my position. I literally talked about this position, literally about the liquidity that I wanted to be taken out here, and that is exactly what is happening. And right now we are printing on that setup, and you could be too if you followed me. This move also perfectly expected here, perfectly taking out all the liquidity I was talking about, which is beautiful, beautiful price action. If we look at on-chain data, we can see that whales that have over 1,000 Bitcoins are buying back Bitcoin, and this is massive because big wallets are loading up the dip very, very aggressive, and this will mean that Bitcoin could start a gigantic move towards the upside, and you don't want to miss out on this one, because this is a really bullish signal. Also, with all the charts I've been discussing here, this is a really, really good signal for Bitcoin, and I've been opening up this trade, and I will run this trade to easily $90,000 here. And that was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X, and of course subscribe over on my YouTube channel, like this daily update video, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new crypto daily update video.